OKTAGON is back in Bratislava for a special 10-year anniversary event featuring the biggest Slovak stars. A clash of champions and one of the greatest fights in OKTAGON history. Bantamweight champion and world number 63, Igor Severino goes up against flyweight champion and world number 24, ZHUMAGULOV. History is being made. For the first time ever, a fighter is on the verge of becoming OKTAGON's double champion in both the flyweight and bantamweight divisions. Former lightweight champion and welterweight title challenger Ronnie Paradisa takes on Jack Grant. Grant has claimed belts in 4 promotions and is one of the most dangerous finishers around. An incredible 19 of his 20 wins came before the final bell. 2-time heavyweight title challenger Lazar Todev faces former OKTAGON champion Martin Budaj, who has 7 UFC wins and is ranked number 54 in the world. The Prince of Bratislava Pukac returns to Slovakia after defeating Kozma and Ekelin. However, it's the undefeated Irishman Brian Manning who's out to steal the show. 6 of his wins came before the final bell. Slovakia's lioness and flyweight number 1, Veronika Smolkova, faces her next massive challenge. She takes on Lisa Kiriakou, the highest-ranked flyweight from Australia and New Zealand, who now wants to bring her winning ways to Europe. Brace yourself for a highly charged Czech-Slovak derby. Bartel, the executioner of Germans, is determined to end the career of the elite Slovak wrestler, Whitner. But Whitner has other plans to silence every last doubter, Bartel included. Ladies and gentlemen, this is OKTAGON 89, Severino versus ZHUMAGULOV. Get your pay-per-view wherever you are and experience the event from the front row on OKTAGON.tv.
Dámy a pánové, chlapci a děvčata, moji milí samurajové, vítejte na turnaji OKTAGON 89 v hlavním městě Slovenska, Bratislavě. Ahoj. Jsme moc rádi, že jsme zpátky a samozřejmě jsme moc rádi také, že vás je tady spousta, že vás můžeme nabídnout tento výroční turnaj k 10 letům. So now we will switch to English. My name is Ondrej, this is English voice of OKTAGON, Brian Lacey. Welcome, Brian.
Great to be back in Bratislava, my friend.
Great to be back. German voice of OKTAGON, Philip Harburger.
Every time I love coming here, so let's get ready for a great fight card.
Did you add halushki already?
What?
Yeah, so you don't. Okay. It's like national food for Slovakia.
Not yet, but I need to try.
Yeah,
I promise.
Yeah, okay.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like. So, maybe 2 portions. So what we got actually on this unbelievable card?
Unbelievable card with an unbelievable main event, a world-class main event. Our bantamweight title on the line. ZHUMAGULOV looking to take 2 titles, flyweight and bantamweight, against one of the biggest rising stars on the planet right now, Igor Severino.
For the second time in OKTAGON history, it's going to be champ versus champ. Which champ will be double champ?
You know, to be honest, Igor Severino really impressed me with that last fight because he showed not only the speed but also the punching power. And all the people who say the guys in the lower divisions are not able to knock people out, they are going to know something better in this fight, and this is going to be explosive.
It's going to be crazy. Also, for Martin Budaj, this is a very important day.
Unbelievable day. 7 years since he's fought in this arena. This was the arena where he earned the shot at the heavyweight title in OKTAGON. But coming up against Todev, one of the most unique heavyweights, moved so well, took Will Fleury 5 rounds to win over him. So Martin Budaj has his hands full, but he's more motivated than ever.
and we are today not just on RTL Plus, but also on Sky. Hi guys, and also on WOW. Hi guys. So it could be unbelievable day for all German fights, and especially for Lazar Todjev if he will beat Martin Budaj, who's really well known worldwide in MMA.
Absolutely. I mean, let's not forget we are right now in Martin Budaj's hometown. He has in ice hockey you call it the home ice advantage. But Lazar Todjev really knows how to finish guys. We saw it in his last fight against Josh Parisian, and he knows that he needs that victory in order to reclaim the next title bout against Will Fleury. So he's hungrier than ever.
We got plenty on the plate today. I could speak about, and we could speak about every match what we got. Smolkova, Whitner, Bartel, Celebrity Series, all the other guys, but I want to mention one more, and it's Manning against Pukac.
I mean, this is Manning on a mission, hunting down Pukac. He came to the city just to stare down with him a couple of weeks ago. He's 6-0 as a pro, taking on Pukac, who has 7 times more experience in the cage than him. It's a huge task for Manning and a big night for the Prince of Bratislava.
And Manning just signed a new contract. He believes that he's unbelievable, well prepared and also undefeated, and it will stay also after Pukac fight. Do you believe that Manning can finish him in the first round?
Well, he achieved his first goal, and that was to get Pukac angry. But I think this is going to be a boomerang that is going to come back very, very hard.
So, Octagon 89 is ready. If you are ready, we can start just now.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Octagon 82 here in Bratislava. We are finally celebrating 10 years of Octagon, starting with this show. You'll see celebrations throughout the stream. My name is Luke Barnett. Shortly I'll be joined by Mr. Brian Lacey to run you through the card tonight. We have a phenomenal fight card tonight. It has been deemed the best fight card that Octagon have ever put on, Brian.
On paper, when you look at the numbers and you look at the rankings of these fighters, you can argue that for sure. And when you look at the quality of the matchups, Luke, we broke it down in the commentary meeting earlier today. It is a phenomenal fight card, and what a way to celebrate the 10th year anniversary in the country where this roller coaster called Octagon began.
Well, here we see the rules inside the Octagon. Mixed martial arts is a fight that takes place in a cage known as the Octagon. It is circle in shape, and we can utilize standing up techniques such as boxing, Thai boxing, karate, and others. And if the fight continues to the ground, contestants will use Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, grappling, sambo, and anything you can think of to attack their opponents on the ground. Fights are contested over 3 rounds of 5 minutes each, or the title fight tonight, our main event, will be 5 5-minute rounds. Fights can be decided by knockout, TKO, submission, or they can go to points. In very rare cases, you'll have a draw or disqualifications, and no contest may occur if there is a foul committed. The deciding factors are aggression and damage. Effective striking and damage is the most important thing that our judges are looking for. And apart from that, it's control of the Octagon real estate, controlling the cage, looking for a finish, looking to push the pressure, looking to push the fight to find a conclusion. So aggression and area control will be considered the most effective things in the fight game. All elbow strikes are now legal. The 12-6 elbow, downward elbow, has been removed. Over a year ago now, we should be very used to these rules by now, and a downed opponent is only considered down if 3 points of their lower body are touching the ground. Fingers and hands no longer count.
So those are the rules of the Octagon cage, and tonight we have 12 fights for you to enjoy. My name is Brian Lacey. This is the big slow himself, Luke Barnett, and what a night we have in front of us, Luke.
An incredible fight card put together, topped off by one of the most delicious main events that we put together.
Delicious?
Delicious, I'm coming out of the vocabulary tonight. Incredible fight between Severino and Zhalgas. I mean, I'm such a good, big fan of Zhalgas and have been since he joined the promotion, but it's a tough test tonight in the main event.
It is a tough test in the main event, as well as 9 fighters from Slovakia coming up and through to step into this cage to defend home soil against some of the big up-and-coming talent, not just in Europe, but from around the world. We will have 12 fights for you to enjoy. We'll kick off with our YouTube free prelim. We'll work through the prelims into the main card, and as it is our 10th anniversary celebration, we have lots of fun sprinkled in in between. Speaking about anniversaries, it's Hannah Lacey's birthday today, so I will give a shout out. Hannah Lacey, happy birthday. Sorry I'm here. Sorry, not sorry, but I love you, and we will see you tomorrow. But Luke, what's the pick for the night, fight of the night for you?
I mean, everyone knows what the pick for fight of the night is. I think it's Manning versus Pukac, an insane bout between two guys that are going to bring their all, and they've been getting spicy throughout this entirety of the build-up. Manning bringing the heat as always, and here we get to see the preliminary card.
Yeah, there we go. Arman Geldi versus Ben Cassi is our YouTube free prelim. What a fight that is. So much experience. Then the Pape on a new contract, as is Novak, looking to step in here and to start that contract with winning ways. Shorjay called for Rishavi. He got his wish, and tonight he will face Bombay himself. And then we have the heavyweights. One of two heavyweight fights on the card. Patrick Vespasiani will step into the cage against Adam Pawash. Pawash says it's kill or be killed tonight against the rising star from Germany. Then our celebrity series comes to an end with Novotny versus Zara, Yaksha versus Rastio. That will be our celebrity series welterweight bout under underground rules. And then what a fight. If you have followed the Czech-Slovak scene, these guys have helped build it. They're on the same season of Octagon Challenge Season 2. They were supposed to fight 8 years ago, but tonight on our 10th anniversary celebration right here in the Ondrej Nepela Arena, Rashka will take on Ushka. Czech versus Slovakia. But now we have our YouTube free prelim, dubbed the most expensive free prelim we've ever put on because of the experience, because of the quality of these guys. Dastan Armangelde made a fantastic debut against Vanderlei Jr. and Mokhtar Benkassi has beaten a Slovak legend in Tomáš Diak already this in his career. But this kicks us off. This
Dastan Armangelde is one of the names that's been receiving more and more attention over the recent months. He showed his undeniable potential in his Octagon debut in Stuttgart. After he went through the experienced Vanderlei Jr. like a knife through butter. Oh, every shot. Armangelde is the kind of fighter who gradually breaks down his opponents. He can apply devastating pressure on the ground, and once he gets going, opponents often look helpless.
Armangelde!
But this time, he'll be going up against a man who's widely considered one of the most explosive finishers there is. Over the years, Mokhtar Benkassi earned huge respect on the European scene, where he regularly faced off against elite names. Out of his 25 professional victories, he scored 21 of them before the limit. If the French warrior's opponents make one single mistake, you can be sure he'll take them to hell and back. And this fight could play a pivotal role in deciding who is the next title challenger.
So making his way to the Octagon cage, Mokhtar Benkassi, 34 years of age, stepping in here and taking a fight that no one wanted, Luke. Nobody wanted to sign to fight Dastan Armangelde. They saw that first fight against Mexicano Vanderlei Jr. But this guy stepped up, and when you look at his background, his history, one of the most experienced fighters on the card, 27 pro fights, Luke. 25 victories and 21 finishes in there, 13 knockouts, 8 submissions. He is a phenomenal, 37 fights on his record. He's a phenomenal finisher. He brings the fight every single time. And you want to talk about heart and guts. He beat Tomáš Diak. Tomáš Diak was our first ever bantamweight champion. He is a legend in Slovakian MMA. And he went into a fight with him, dislocated his shoulder in the fight. They put it back in between rounds, and then he went on to win that fight by unanimous decision. That shows you the heart. That shows you what this guy is willing to go through to claim the victories. And tonight, he takes on one of the toughest tests of his career.
Yeah, what an absolute treat to have this as our YouTube free prelim. Really, this is a main card fight between these two. It's just the way that it worked out with the matchmaking here in Bratislava. So we're blessed to have this as our first fight. And like you said, look at the shape he's come in, prepared, professional, been all over the world, fought the best of the best, and is coming in here to really make a statement if he can put away such a tough test in his first fight here.
Yeah, coming in absolute shape as well. He is a beast. Brings the pressure right from the start, Luke. And he's a veteran of big organizations. When, you know, it was still illegal in France, he was fighting over in Russia at M1 Global. Made a name for himself in Cage Warriors, got some good victories there, and has also fought on PFL. So used to the big stage, used to big experiences, and used to tough tests. wasting absolutely no time to make his second walk to the octagon cages. Dastan Steppenwolf Ammangeldi, 30 years of age, a record of 11 fights, 10 victories and 6 finishes with 2 knockouts and 4 submissions in there. He is a 2-time Kazakh MMA champion of the biggest promotion over there in Kazakhstan. He's claimed belts at amateur as well, was the Asian amateur champion, a silver medalist as well, and a world championship bronze medalist in the IMAFs. He is such a complete fighter. We saw that in the last outing, Luke. It is no wonder people were not itching to put pen to paper to fight this guy, because you cannot pick a weakness in this guy's game.
Extremely well-rounded, and as you just said with his accolades, champion in Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan is the 4th largest country in the world and has a huge population and a great fighting spirit as well. Fighting is in their blood, so they have the combat sports world there, and to get to that level of amateur in Kazakhstan and professional, this guy is dangerous. Extremely well-rounded and tough to deal with everywhere. So like you said, no one wants to fight this man. We found a Frenchman that was up for the challenge.
Yeah, we found a man that would willingly step in there. And again, it only got signed, I think, 3.5 weeks ago. So Dastan was in camp but not fully focused on whether he would be fighting. It looked very unlikely that he might make that trip. So he had a hard last 3 weeks, Luke, and then they had trouble getting here via the flights. There was issues with delays and baggage and everything like that. So his weight cut was hard. He had to take the extra 2 hours to make the allotted bantamweight limit. He made it. But Luke, it will be interesting to see if that has any effect, because one of his big weapons against Vanderlei Jr. was that pace, that pressure, that cardio. And let's see if he can still play a factor tonight.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously, we're bottomed and topped out on this card with Kazakhstan fighters, so this is just a taste of what's to come in our main event.
Both fighters inside the cage. This, the tail of the tape, 4 years the younger, is Dastan Ammangeldi. He gives up a slight bit of height and reach, but the experience far on the Frenchman's side. 37 pro fights, 25 victories inside the cage. And look at the odds, 1.22 to 3.99 favouring Dastan Ammangeldi. Like you said, we will top and tail the card with Kazakh fighters. But what a way to start tonight, this 10th anniversary here in the Ondrej Nepela Arena in Bratislava.
Tak ještě jednou, dámy a pánové, vítejte v Bratislavě na výročním turnaji. Všechno to vzniklo tady a teď po 10 letech jsme zpátky v Bratislavě a máme před sebou fantastickou kartu. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here in Bratislava on Octagon 89. We are ready for the first bout. Referee this bout is Václav Přibyl. 3 5-minute rounds. Let me introduce you both fighters, and we will start in the blue corner. He's 34 years old, 170 centimeter tall, weight in 61.4. Represents London shoot fighter. Coach in his corner is Cedric Inardgiola. He has a professional record of 37 fights, 25 wins, 22 finishes, 2 no contest and 10 losses. Fighting out of France, Mokhtar Lekabil Benkassi. Across the cage in the red corner, 30 years old, 168 centimeter tall, 61.7, Erkin Kush and Yusabar team. Coaches in his corner are Ruslan Altayev, Artem Levin and Denis Milovanov. He has a professional record of 11 fights, 10 wins, 6 finishes and only 1 loss. Representing Nedora Cup team Erdem Imazov and fighting out of Kazakhstan, Dastan Steppenwolf Ammangeldi.
Fighters, 3 rounds, 5 minutes. Follow my instruction. If you want, touch gloves. Go back to the corners. Good luck.
3 rounds, potential 3 5-minute rounds potentially to kick us off here. Václav Přibyl will take charge of this bantamweight contest here in Bratislava. There is Benkassi in the blue corner, white shorts, Ammangeldi, black shorts, red corner, me Brand Lacey alongside Luke Barnett, and off we go, Luke.
Perfect start to the evening. It's like 2 veterans in there.
We've got to question the tape measure of whoever measured Ammangeldi. He looks definitely taller than Benkassi, right?
Yeah, I would say the same. Definitely longer in the reach as well. You can see with that lead hand. Very, very tentative start from both men.
Yeah, Benkassi used to be the shorter fighter in that carries a lot of power in his punches if you come in looking for the takedown, but very patient start here from Amangeldi.
Maybe, like you said, the tough weight cut has something to do with that. Doesn't want to push the pace too early. If I was Ben Cassie, I would be doing the opposite and try and get him into higher gears early on. Good movement, though, and evading those low kicks.
And Ben Cassie has talked about the last few years overcoming like a bad knee injury. And these you often hear, especially with that amount of miles on the clock, 37 pro fights, can be a weak point, but now fully recovered, lots of faith in that base now.
Yeah, he's not looking certain of himself at the moment. Ben Cassie can tell just through his mannerisms and questioning. Nice stiff jab there, though, for Amangeldi.
Yeah, long and true there from Amangeldi.
Just trying to find his own timing for like Ben Cassie. A little bit, maybe the bright lights and the comeback here. Trying to settle in, always difficult when you're starting out for the fight show, especially these two veterans. They're probably used to being higher up the card. Oh, big one.
Nice.
A shake from Ben Cassie. At the moment, drifting off to the left. Needs to be careful of that right hand again.
It's one of the key factors in that Vanderlei Jr. fight, the control of range and distance from Amangeldi. Never greedy when he's got a connection, really does work out.
Well, right now, he's in complete control of this bout. You can see Ben Cassie just twitching to all of the feints, moving.
I think they're expecting him to come for the takedown. You saw that knee instantly as soon as there was any feint from Amangeldi. He was looking to try and greet him with that knee coming up inside.
Ben Cassie just hasn't got any feel yet. He's got no feel of Amangeldi apart from his fists on his face. He hasn't been able to touch him with anything, hasn't been able to gauge range very well, and just seems to be questioning himself a lot.
It looks like he's waiting to counter. I think he was expecting a more aggressive start from... Oh, look at that. So nice, as he steps across as well. Grazes the chin there of Ben Cassie.
Spinning kick.
And he's reading his movement. He knew he was going that way, and again, you can take those risks when nothing's coming forward, nothing's closing the distance.
Yeah, at the moment, nothing to worry about for Amangeldi, apart from maybe a few low kicks. He returns in favor there. Switching now to southpaw stance. Interesting to see that. Feel like Ben Cassie drifting off to his left side. Now he's getting forced right.
Yeah.
Get forced into that power left side. In the southpaw stance.
And we got a little... Oh, that was nice. That was a nice inside kick.
Yeah, off-balanced him as well. Pressure from Amangeldi. Controlled the entire octagon from start to finish so far. Nice teep to the midsection. Hey, good right hand lands. Oof.
1 minute 20 seconds left in this first round.
Ben Cassie just cannot land. He cannot touch. He cannot get any range. Every shot he's thrown at the moment, he's missed and then got punished for it as well. Nice switch to the body. Nice head kick as well. I mean, we can understand why not many men wanted to fight against Amangeldi. Look at the level he's competing at so early on in his first 4 minutes of his first round. Range is perfect, moving well, pressuring constantly, mixing up his attacks.
And it's hard to think that when I spoke to his coach and his manager, they talk about him still basically working as a farmer back home. He still works on the family farm, hasn't been able to commit fully. I mean, his mentor and the guy he looks up to most, ZHUMAGULOV, fights over and trains in American top team. He said that's the aim, to earn enough so that I can go and train out there. So to see him at this level, training in small gyms over in Kazakhstan, and Kazakhstan's got a great combat sports community. But imagine how good he could be if he was in one of those elite camps.
Oh! Nice timing there on the touch. Step back.
Oh, again!
10-second clock it goes. 5 remain. Spin.
Yeah, he's just loose now. He's loose.
Complete control.
One-way traffic.
In the first round. Ben Cassie finding his pace a little bit later on in the round. Did manage to do a few effective things. But for me, it just didn't quite settle in early enough, and Amangeldi from the off was perfect.
Yeah, and Ben Cassie's coach there coming in. And again, with all that experience, these are important moments, right? This minute in between, because You can't fight the next round like that. You've got to show something different. You've got to impose yourself in some way.
Needs some sort of urgency because he's just waiting. Like you said, it looks like the game plan has been to counter. Well, that's not working because he's got so much speed, Amangaldi, and he's just setting things up, feinting well. All the judges agree. First round going to Amangaldi, obviously, and he just needs to fill the gap a little bit. So for me, Benkassi needs to go first in this second round, needs to start the action, and needs to not be on the back foot. The entirety of that first round, he was on his back foot, close to the cage, just really getting teed off on, and it was just more about Amangaldi setting up the right shot.
So we set the cage for round number 2. Benkassi, Amangaldi. And it felt like Amangaldi was really settling in. You saw there some of the spinning attacks he was coming up with in the combinations towards the end of that first round. You can't let a guy like this get a rhythm on you like that, right? With the type of weapons he brings.
Yeah, I feel like if he could set up that spinning heel kick, he's gone for the body kick a couple times low. I feel like as he drifts off to the right, Benkassi's definitely open up high, so it'd be interesting to see if he tries to change up that spinning attack. He tried to switch it to...
Oh, there you go. Called it. Called it.
But he threw it in the last round. He threw the spinning elbow or the spinning back fist.
Yeah.
So we can see that he's opening up on that right hand, dropping that right hand low off the spin. That would have been some sort of saying if he got that knockout.
Listen,
what a shame.
Oh, they carried you into the cage, Luke, on my shoulders.
Great start this so far. Again, from Amangaldi, controlling the distance, controlling the range perfectly. Now in that southpaw stance again. Benkassi not showing the urgency he needs to try and create some dominance in this second round.
Benkassi has the weapons. He's an all-round fighter. You know, he can make it a brawl if you want. He's technical when he needs to be, but he needs to, you know, pull the trigger now.
He just questioned himself too much. I think he's not certain, doesn't know what to do, doesn't know how to do. I think it's the speed and just the awareness of Amangaldi, how he controls the range. He's in and out, and these little slight micro movements, they're just putting him off and then getting caught every time, getting punished. For me, if I was Benkassi, I'd throw kicks into hands to come forward behind his kicks. He could then close the distance and land, and maybe look at trying to change the dynamics of this fight. Because he's managed to land some kicks, the inside kick, the low kick.
Yeah, even disrupted the balance with some of those as well.
He needs to follow up with some hands.
It would be very interesting because, like you said, these guys are used to being further up the card, particularly Benkassi. He's fought on big shows around the world. Maybe just coming out first and having to deal with it. Oh, there you go.
But there's what he's been
there you
for,
go.
Those takedown attempts. So you can see the, you know, that muscle memory in there from the training. Very, very difficult to take down, but he's getting beaten up on the feet, so it doesn't really matter.
He went straight for that chin strap as well, Luke.
That was perfectly timed, great hip positioning, grabbed the neck. But at the moment, Amangaldi making Benkassi just look very average because he's not fighting him in the fight that he wants to fight.
As much as we're talking about that dominant display, I would like to see Amangaldi even take it up a notch as well. Increase the danger, increase the pressure. Because he's cruising right now, Luke, right?
Cruising for sure, and again with that, the weight issues and the weight, call it big jab there from Benkassi. The weight issues, maybe that's affecting it. But yeah, we need him to look for the kill a little bit more for sure.
Oh, that right hand. Now it's a little thumbs up. There's a thumbs up.
He's been nodding, saying, nah, all night. That one hurt.
Oh, again.
Now he's in trouble.
Now
he's in trouble.
Oh, that's what Benkassi needs to do. Fire back. Take the risk.
And he's got the power.
Yeah.
When he lands, it's devastating. So you can tell that definitely affected Amangaldi. He's pushed back, a bit more tentative.
Look at the stats there, 53 punches to 23. Oh, nice.
Perfectly timed entry there. Now it'll be interesting to see.
37 significant to 13 from Benkassi. The numbers do tell the story.
Amazing how Amangaldi got hit once. That one shot that landed affected him so much, it changed the game plan and got the takedown. Just shows the ability that he has, but also the awareness of the power of Benkassi and what that punch did. Now, Amangaldi's like, no, I want this one on the ground. And he gets it then. Just shows the diversity of his game.
And did it with ease as well. Took him away from the cage. Oh, and watch for the armbar. He has got great hips. Benkassi.
I mean, apart from that one shot that landed, you always feel like Benkassi's got more of a chance on the ground here than he did on the feet from what the first round looked like. So Amangaldi needs to be aware, but very, very versatile and hard to submit is Amangaldi. Body, body, head, old school. This is just, you know, MMA 101, great control, beautiful head position. Benkassi now struggling to use that fence to stand back up to his feet, not even attempting it. We find that a lot with French fighters when mixed martial arts wasn't. Older French fighters that didn't have the legality of mixed martial arts in their country, they didn't use cages, they used rings. So they were very used to, you know, having this style where it's stand up and then when they hit the ground it turns into jiu-jitsu. That's not the case in mixed martial arts any longer, and you can kind of see it. He didn't even attempt to get back to his feet. A great stamp on the round for Amangaldi. But like you said, Brian, it'd be nice to see him push a little bit more for a finish.
Yeah, 2 rounds in the books there. Cruising so far, Amangaldi. All 3 judges gave him that first round. You cannot see it going any other way for this second round as well. And as much as Amangaldi looked great against Wanderlei Silva, and maybe this is the difference, because Wanderlei, we know him. He always brings the fight, whereas Amangaldi has had to kind of force it. And there's the shot you were talking about, that one jab. For 20 to 18 across all 3 judges' scorecards, across those 2 rounds.
I mean, for me, I think with Amangaldi, if he could double up from the 2 sides, so I would throw 2 right hands or 2 left hands, because I feel like the head movement is very good from Benkassi, but he moves as if he's getting thrown 1-2 rather than 2-2 or 1-1. So I think that would disrupt him and that would land quite heavily. Or he could go back. I'm going to call it again for that spinning heel kick to the head. Brian, let's see what happens.
Say it louder, Luke. Let's make sure it is.
Spinning heel kick to the head. And we'll see as round number 3 starts for us here.
And off we go again.
See if Benkassi needs to finish down this third round. Needs to show urgency. Needs to show desire to get the finish. Amangaldi coming out sharp, working the body early. Looks very, very switched on.
And I feel like now we're in the 3rd round, both of them. Whether there was cardio issues or weight cut issues, that finish line is in sight. They can empty the tank now, Luke.
Yeah, I feel like Amangaldi's come with a whole different energy. Don't know if it transfers so much on the television, but right now he looks dialed in. Big feints as well, big feints, and he's getting him reacting. Grabs that leg.
I wouldn't be surprised if he fed that leg again, because he's had that caught twice, maybe come off it with a spinning back fist or something. Oh, nice.
Powerful low kick. Benkassi calling him on, but it's the other way. He's the one who needs to initiate. He's the one who needs to cause damage. I know he's waiting for that big right hand counter. But you can't wait forever, especially when you're 2 rounds down. Push him up against the fence.
Again, he just controls the space so well, Amangaldi. Oh, there's the spinning attack.
Goes to the body this time. Good block from Benkassi. Stiff jab. At the moment, Amangaldi just looks, like I said, dialed in. Everything's perfect and comes with intent. He didn't have the intent in the 1st and 2nd round.
Oh, there you go. Even the whip on those.
Beautiful stepping in left hand.
And now eating that lead leg up. Outside, inside.
And doing it to a veteran like Benkassi as well with ease. Faking the question mark.
Oh,
big leaping left hook.
Actually probably did himself a favor stepping in a little bit there, Benkassi, because the hook just missed. Two minutes 45 seconds now in this 3rd and final round. Again, 11 fights still to come, including that main event with another Kazakh fighter, the flyweight champion. ZHUMAGULOV will take on Igor SEVERINO, trying to dethrone the Brazilian to take 2 belts inside this Octagon promotion.
Lavo is switching as he comes forward, and Benkassi just cannot read him at the moment.
He looks tired, Benkassi. He's not done that much.
I mean, the pressure, the 15 minutes of pressure, constantly on him. 2 minutes remaining now. Amangaldi in complete control.
And with that, there we go, another spinning attack.
Spinning heel kick's a good idea.
Nice
Set it up
check.
a little bit better.
Oh, there you go, now firing.
Might even spin the other way now from southpaw. Switches back. Oi, that's a good right hand. Just like to see Benkassi initiate, be first, try and draw him and then come at the end of the combination. Rather than just waiting for that one big shot, he's just waiting to time that counter, and he's been waiting for a long time.
And look, if you're talking about connections, you can just look at the torso of Benkassi. Every part of it holds a mark.
That leg's hurting.
Yeah, from those connections. He's eating that lead leg up. He's changed stances now. Oh, it's red raw. Look at that on the outside.
That's hurting. You can see Benkassi doesn't even want to really put weight on it. It's really affected him.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's wearing marks all over his body.
Question mark kick. Look at that lead leg, Luke, as he turns around and get it.
Miserable. He's moving to his right now. He does not want to step left, because if he steps left, he knows he's going to eat another low kick.
And to the final minute now, 50 seconds left, and looking for the takedown. Again,
That's
veteran.
a shame. Beautiful veteran move, but
Yeah.
it's a shame. I felt like he was toying with him then, and the knockout was coming, but now he's just going to establish himself and get this victory. Like you said, the smart thing to do, the veteran thing to do, but maybe not as our opening fight, and maybe not if you're trying to build fan base here. We want knockouts, Brian.
Well, again, when you're that much in control, you want to see push for the finish, whether you can get it. And again, it's easy for us to say sat here, but he was so in control all the way through. This feels like, you know, he's taking it to the mat. You can see out the clock.
But I just think it's a mentality thing when it comes to these fighters. At the level that he's competing at, you can see how good Amangaldi is, but he's just missing that killer instinct mentality that makes him someone to watch.
And
you know, he's so talented,
Yeah.
no one wants to fight him, but you know, how does as an event, how does a show, how does a nation, how does anyone get behind playing it safe and looking for takedowns in the last minute of a fight you absolutely dominated? I'm not talking badly about him.
No,
It was
no,
an incredible performance. I'm just saying, you know, commercially, not the greatest decision.
But that will take him to 2-0 in this promotion. He had a name on his lips last time, Jonas Magar, but Jonas has been busy chasing Max Holzer on social media. We'll see whether that fight comes to fruition if Max makes the move to bantamweight. But you talk about that killer instinct. If we could sprinkle some ZHUMAGULOV into Dastan Amangeldi, you know, look at the pressure that he brought in that Dvorak fight. Look at the way he fights on the front foot always. It could be, especially when they're talking about passing the torch from ZHUMAGULOV to this man.
Yeah, that's the only thing I feel like he's missing. He's got all the tricks. Look at the diversity of strikes and work that he does here. Incredible stuff in these highlights, and even the takedowns are great. But I just like to see a little bit more. We'll pass it into the cage.
I fear not being enough. I fear being too much. But mostly, I fear not trying at all. So I face it. I face my ego. I face my doubts. I face myself. I face the world. And in that facing, I find my power.
There we see the fight statistics.
So there we see the numbers.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, let's see how judges score this fight. All 3 judges score this fight 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Dastan Amangeldi.
A unanimous decision there for Kazakhstan to kick off the card. Will we get a victory in the main event with ZHUMAGULOV? We shall wait and see. But what a way to start the night, Luke. Again, an impressive performance that will lead us into our prelims and then our main card. Of course, you can join us on pay-per-view after this. So make sure, go to octagon.tv, join the pay-per-view for the rest of the fights. 11 fights still to go tonight, but Amangeldi kicks us off with a victory.
Double champion, Will Fleury. He brings a level of talent and style that rarely meets an equal. Every name he's summoned under the Octagon banner He conquered with a staggering 16 victories and a pursuit of triple champion glory. He elevates his next battle to a legendary status few can imagine. But this time, it's the Irishman himself who must respond to a challenge.
I'm gonna fucking retire you. You go home and have as many kebabs as you want.
Aras. German heavyweight destroyer will fire his devastating weapons and relentless drive to etch his name among the legends. And there's even more to come. Berlin's own Nico Samsonidze against Irish showman Dennis Frimpong. A massive clash of styles that's guaranteed to bring the house down. OKTAGON 90, June 20th at Berlin's Uber Arena. Tickets at oktagontickets.de.
Next stop, Berlin. What a fight card. That is Will Fleury topping the card, defending his heavyweight title against Kazimierz. 3 Irishmen on the card, Frimpong, and of course, you know, Smolin will be on there as well, taking on Mosen. But Will Fleury defending his title in the backyard of Arras. What a fight, what a guy, what a man, what a moment.
What a moment, calling out that he's going to retire and he can have as many kebabs as he wants. I like that line. I thought that was fantastic. Will Fleury's the man, has been here at OKTAGON, has done everything he said he would. Let's see if he can retire Arash.
And first trip to Berlin as well, so you have to come and join us for that. We are looking forward to seeing that card, our first taste of the capital city of Germany. Next up, though, we have this contest. Aitan de Pape and Marco Novak both have just put pen to paper on new contract. Both are trying to make their mark in this featherweight division. They have looked so good. Aitan de Pape so excited to make this his home, but Marcos Novak will be the first Slovak in this tournament tonight to make the walk to the cage in Bratislava.
Aitan de Pape has terrific memories of Bratislava. It's the city where he recently shocked local fans after taking a fight on short notice and crushing Karol Rysavy. But that's not the only Slovak scalp he's collected inside the organization. He also accepted a fight on a few days' notice at the tournament in Eden and scored an important victory over Roman Paulus.
Aitan de Pape!
The hitman has proved on several occasions that he doesn't need ideal conditions to secure a win. The Belgian champion of 2 organizations is returning to the cage in Bratislava, determined to score a 3rd triumph over a Slovak warrior.